Fresh off a win at Hahnville, Brother Martin battles John Curtis at Tad Gormley. Plus, one of the area's best rivalries is renewed as Destrehan hosts Hahnville. Unbeaten Carver takes on the Karr Cougars, and Covington is looking for win number 4 as the Lions head to Ponchatoula.
From Channel 4, this is 4th Down Friday, presented by your Southern Quality Ford dealers.
It took a few weeks, but the defending state champions from Landry Walker got their first win tonight behind senior Corian Harris. First possession, first drive. Harris over the left side for a touchdown. He is a major college recruit as a cornerback, but doing work tonight at quarterback. Watch this one. Harris around the right side, and he can fly. 68 yards down the sideline for the charging Bucks score. Quickly, it's 13-0 Landry Walker. Harris had 4 touchdowns tonight, but give East Jeff credit, they did not quit. Zach Guido gets the score, but Landry Walker led 25-7 at halftime. Charging Bucks win big, the final 39-7. Welcome to 4th Down Friday. I'm Doug Mouton. Some great district matchups tonight, including a good one in the Catholic League as Brother Martin, fresh up an upset of Hahnville, took on perennial power John Curtis. Andrew Doak is live at Tad Gormley Stadium in City Park with that story. Andrew.
Well, Doug, it was all John Curtis throughout this one. 4 out of their 5 touchdowns, actually, were over 30 yards or more. I found that pretty surprising with a veer offense. But Coach J.T. Curtis said they have some guys that they feel like can create some matchups down the field. And defense. They were able to pitch a shutout against Brother Martin, who scored several touchdowns last week. Catholic League opener between John Curtis and Brother Martin. Brother Martin rolling down the field on their first drive inside the 20, but bad exchange puts it on the turf. An ensuing play, John Curtis, 83 yards to tight end Glenn Beal. Get out of the way when this man's running down the field. John Curtis takes a 6-0 lead after a missed extra point. Next drive for Brother Martin, another turnover, 2 turnovers forced by John Curtis, but only 7 points from it in the first half. Third series for John Curtis, though. First play of the drive, Darian Washington turns on the burner. See you later. 70 yards to Pater. Pats take a 13-zip lead. John Curtis usually so solid on special teams, but this muffed punt opens the door for Brother Martin. Brady Faust there to make the recovery for the Crusaders. But on the other side, another special teams debacle. Brother Martin kept off the board after they can't handle the snap, and an opportunity missed to get back in it. So John Curtis dials up another haymaker. Colin Guggenheim up top to Tyrone Leggett, also the son of former Saints player Tyrone Leggett. Pats take a 20-zip lead into intermission. Coming out in the second half, the Pats connected with another knockout punch. Corey Wren down the sideline and in for 6. That made it 27-0 Pats. They'd add one more score down the stretch to make it 34-0. The Pats pitch a shutout in their Catholic League opener.
It's important to come out fast if you can. I thought we played well offensively early. Got to congratulate the defense on a good, solid ball game against a good team that's got some offensive weapons.
To come out against Brother Martin's pretty good team, very well coached. It just feels great to start the Catholic League home opener with a win, and just feels good.
It's a meat grinder again next week with Warren Easton, and then right back into the league play. So there's no let up. We got to get ready week after week.
You might have seen earlier today as well by Max Preps, they released a list of all-time winningest high school football coaches. J.T. Curtis named the second winningest coach in all of high school football all time with 559 wins, including this one tonight. For 4th Down Friday, I'm Andrew Doak. Doug, I'll send it back to you.
All right, good stuff, Andrew. Jesuit and St Aug at the Shriner and Airline in the same district. First quarter, Blue Jays up 3-0. And Perry Gansey blocks the St Aug field goal. Cameron Helm scoops, takes it down the sideline all the way for the Jesuit touchdown. Blue Jays built a 10-0 lead, but then the Purple Knights took over. Big pressure, Zion Wilcox with the pick, and then he bulls his way into the end zone. St. Aug went up 21-10 at halftime. Third quarter, and watch the big guy in the middle. St. Aug nose tackle Dante Carter blows through. That is a safety. Carter on the replay. Big athletic play. 23-10 Purple Knights. Josh White was terrific running the show for St. Aug. White scores. Purple Knights are now 3-1. St. Aug wins 37-24. The season is off to an atypical start in St. Charles Parish. 3 weeks in, Destrehan and Hahnville are a combined 3-3. That's unusual. Tonight at Wildcat Stadium, one of the great rivalries in the South renewed. And number 7, Puka Williams, led Hahnville onto the field. And Puka was a major force tonight. First quarter, Tigers draw first blood. That's Anthony Puka Williams picking his way into the end zone from 6 yards out. Hahnville up 7-0. Williams, for now, is a verbal commit to Kansas, but LSU, Mississippi State, Tulane, and others are now offering him. Destrehan got a field goal. Then the threat of Puka opens things up for junior quarterback Jaquan Jackson. Jackson turns it up. He goes 66 yards for the score. 14-3 Hahnville in front. The Tigers played terrific defense all night. Senior Lloyd Jones steps in front of this one, gets the interception in his own end zone. The Hahnville defense was stingy, and Puka wasn't done. Check this out. Jaquan Jackson throws it to Williams. Another big play for Hahnville, a big win for the Tigers. Hahnville beats Destrehan the final tonight, 20-13. The third member of our sports team is here. Ricardo Lecomte saw a good one tonight in the East. Ricardo.
Yeah, Doug. Edna Karr had its 16-game win streak snap last week in the 2-point loss to De La Salle. The Cougars trying to get back on track against an undefeated Carver squad. Now the Rams lighting up the scoreboard, scoring 102 points in their last 2 games. But it was the Cougars who got on the board first. Ronnie Jackson gets to the far side and gets into the end zone from 8 yards out. Karr on the board with a 7-0 lead. Same score in the second quarter. Carver finally answers with a long drive of its own. Quarterback Isaiah Hurst calls his own number, and he gets in for the 6-yard touchdown. Rams would miss the point after and trail Carr 7-6. The Cougars looking for points just before the end of the half. 4th and goal from the 10. Skylar Perry gets picked off at the goal line by Carver's Keon Clark, and he's trying to go the other way for 6. But he ends up running out of gas, gets tackled at the 30, but a holding penalty during the return brought it back to their own 20. Rams would take a knee to get in the locker room down 7-6. Third quarter, Karr takes control. Jackson takes the handoff, hits the hole, and sheds tackles on his way to the crib. 26-yard touchdown run. Jackson with 3 rushing TDs on the night. Cougars score 28 unanswered to hand Carver its first loss of the season. Your final 35-6.
Coming up, we'll head to Ponchatoula, where the Green Wave are hosting an unbeaten Covington squad that's averaging 38 points a game through the first 3 weeks. And could McDonough 35's high-powered offense tame the Cox Cougars? But first, some scores from around the metro area.